to Down the Vent. I'm Josh.
And I'm Joe.
And welcome to Top 10 Things to Do at Gen Con.
Yes. You're prepared. We prepared you in another video.
You were prepared, or hopefully prepared.
Now it's time to do.
And now it's time you're there. These are the things you need to do when you're there.
When you're there, yep.
Or at least my top 10 things that I think we should do while we're there.
Okay. Alright, my number 10 here for things to do at Gen Con is demo games from a smaller publisher. Because you never know when you're going to find that hidden gem.
Yep.
You know all the great games that are coming out from the big publishers. You've seen reviews of them beforehand because all the big YouTubers get them before the convention actually goes. But man, we found some great games just from some little companies that we never even heard of before.
Like the one year we went, I think it was our first year or second year when we were first starting to get into games. We sat down and we demoed Velociraptor Cannibalism.
Yeah.
I was like, I love this.
So it was a lot of fun.
So I bought it.
Or Chupacabra.
Yeah,
you got that game? That was a ton of fun. We played that 100 times.
Well, that was one of those good carry with us.
Yep. Yeah, it was a small little dice game that you could put in your backpack. Yeah. Yeah, so that just walk around, and they're usually more than willing to demo the game or explain it to you. So
the small tables, not the big honking giant tables.
Yeah, not CMON, not Fantasy Flight, not Asmodee. I'm talking like
tiny corner booth.
Like, hey, we have 2 games, or hey, this is my first game ever.
Like they're sharing a booth with 5 other people.
That happens a lot too. Yeah, I highly recommend you walk by, give them a shot. Sometimes their games aren't as magnificent or as like extravagant as some of the others, but man, they can be just as
some of them are though.
More fun. Some of them are, yeah, that's true.
So my number 10 is eat at a local restaurant. You might be in a city you've never been to before, so eat local. We always go out and eat at a couple restaurants. Usually we go to Scotty's Brew House we've been to.
Mm-hmm. And the Ram.
The Ram.
They usually have Gen Con themed menus.
Yeah, I was going to say Gen Con themed menus. Or Fogo de Chao.
Yep.
Is where we're going this year, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, eat local, try the local cuisine. I mean, yes, there's a billion food trucks there every day, but go out and support the the local businesses. I mean,
it's going to be a wait though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wait anywhere.
And yeah, do it because the food trucks we usually have because they're right outside the convention hall. They usually have giant lines.
Giant lines. It's better to walk an extra street out, and you can get a table within a half hour.
Yeah, we've never had an issue, especially if you eat at off times. Which we try to do.
Yes,
dinner at 8 o'clock at night, sure, or 4 p.m., whatever.
Yep.
Not at 6 to 7 though.
No.
All right. Well, let's go on to our number 9. All right, number 9. Mine is try a new restaurant every year.
Oh, look at that.
You never know when you're going to find something awesome.
There you go.
We tried the Ram last year. I think it was the Ram.
The Ram.
Not so awesome.
No, not for us.
It was pretty bad. But this year we are, like Josh said, trying for the first time Fogo de Chao.
I'm so excited.
Which we've been pretty hyped about. So
I just like meat, so.
Yeah, so like we said, we've always gone to at least one new restaurant last year. We did find that awesome Irish pub last year too.
Yep.
So
and they had good food and really cheap drinks.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
So Wednesday night, if you're there, come find us at the Irish pub because that's where we'll be.
Yes, the Irish pub right downtown.
It's like the main alley where they have all the food trucks at, like right down from the convention hall. It's like at the end of it.
Yes, right on the right hand side.
I don't remember what it was called, but we'll be there Wednesday.
We'll be there,
eating and enjoying drinks. So
yes,
that's try new restaurants. Don't just go to the food trucks or McDonald's or whatever every day.
Or
Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake.
Oh man, that Steak and Shake is.
Yeah. So yeah. My number 9 is to volunteer. Volunteer some time. If you can make time, volunteer while you're there. I have not yet. I would like to in the future. I know Joe's volunteering this year.
It'll be my first time.
Which is pretty awesome. And I know when you volunteer, a lot of these companies will either send you T-shirts or
Yeah, they usually compensate you some way because I mean
you're helping them out. Maybe you're demoing a game for them, or you're just helping them at the booth, sell stuff. Just volunteer. It's good to help others.
It's a way to get to know new people and
correct. Also true.
If you're trying to look to get into the biz,
yes.
I guess that's a way to do it because you make connections. So, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. All right, on to our number 8s. Mine is to check out Artist Alley. We usually take a couple hours every year and just walk down all the rows, checking out all the art and stuff like that. There's some crazy art there.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Usually we buy a piece.
Oh, yeah. We always buy from somebody or multiple people.
Yeah. It's a good place to get, if you need to get a souvenir for a non-gamer person, that's one of the best ways to get it because you can get, like, magnets or postcards or I got these awesome dice last year that are like they're handmade dice.
I mean, yeah, there's t-shirt vendors and stuff there, but get something unique.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's an artist that has a mouse pad there or something that's related to whatever somebody at home likes, you know.
Yeah.
Because these artists aren't just board game artists. These artists are video game, you know, comics,
a lot of comic book stuff,
horror, to, you know, everything. You know, they do a little bit of everything.
Yep.
And a lot of their stuff is just amazing.
Yeah. That's why I always try to check it out. So.
Yes. We always spend a couple hours there. It's
yeah.
crazy. And it's gotten bigger. It's gotten bigger.
Yeah.
My number 8 is get something signed while you're there.
Okay.
If you have a game that, you know, a designer is going to be there that you've always wanted to meet, go get your favorite game signed by that designer. Or, a lot of times, the designer might be at the booth that you buy the game from, and they might just, you know, you walk up to them and be like, hey, can you sign my box? And
yeah,
a lot of them are more than willing to do it. Or when we were at, what was a big night where they give away all the games?
The AEG Big Box
yes,
night.
the AEG Big Box, and there was, you know, designers of multiple games there that were demoing the games with the people. And I was like, hey, cool. Can you sign this for me? And yeah, sure, you got a pen? Yeah, that's one thing. If you want something signed,
bring a pen.
Bring a pen, because they're not going to have one on them. Yeah, get your game signed, get your, you know, maybe artwork signed, or go to the artist alley and get somebody to paint something for you or draw something for you, because there's
they will do commissions. Yeah,
they'll do commissions. I know there was people I was waiting in line with, and I was talking to them, and they said their first thing they were running to when they went in was to go get giant playmats made, because they did D&D and they were doing playmats for their table, and they're having some guy design a whole entire table on.
That's cool.
So, you know, sign, design, same thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's my number 8? 8.
Yeah.
Get something signed.
All right. All right, on to our number 7s. Mine is pretty simple. Play a giant-sized game.
Yep.
Don't see giant-sized game, like, not like the collector's Takenoko edition giant-sized. I mean, like, they have Catan that's, like, on a map that's 10 foot by 10 foot.
Yeah, literally you have to walk from one side to the other side.
Yeah, and you don't get to see those all the time.
Or play them.
Or play them. So, we did King of Tokyo last year.
Yep.
The dice were, like, this big each. Trying to pick up 5 of those and throw them was, like...
Yeah.
It was silly, but it's fun, and it made for some...
And we've done Catan in the years past.
Yep.
And then they have, like, Hot Tin Roof, and they have...
Yep. There's a lot.
What's with Pompeii, the volcano game, right? They just have a bunch. All those are awesome to play. Super size, like super, super duper size is just so much fun. It's fun to do.
Yeah.
And it's family friendly, so if you got younger ones or teenagers, it's, you know, you take a fun gateway game and you make it giant, it makes it even better.
Yep, I agree. So, I recommend it at least once, trying it out while you're there. At least stop and buy them. Because they fill up usually pretty quick.
Yeah, so...
but walk by it and check out the giant boards. I mean, if we're playing, we don't care if you take a picture or whatever real quick. So,
I'll pose with something for you.
There you go. Josh will pose. All right, what's your number 7, sir?
So my number 7 is buy geek accessories for your significant other. So there's a bunch of, like we were saying, Artist Alley, or if you just want to...
There are jewelry makers, too, and stuff
t-shirt.
like that.
But yeah, I got jewelry made for my wife there. So I went to the oyster guy that does pearls, and I got a pink pearl out of one of those and had them make my wife a custom necklace. There's people that do geek earrings, just some sort of geek accessory. They have necklaces, they have earrings, they have rings, they have anything you could think of. Buy a geek accessory for somebody at home that might not be as geeky and kind of draw them into our world.
Right. Because we need more geeks.
Yes, for sure. So that is my number 6? 5?
Seven.
7.
6, 5, 7. All right. All right, on to our number 6.
Not 5 or 7?
Not 5 or 7, 6. Mine is play Werewolf at night.
There
Not
you
during
go.
the day, at night. Usually there's a group that you can pay like $2 or $4 for 2 hours.
Yep.
And literally there's just like game after game
There's
after
like-
game of Werewolf.
There's like 7 groups going.
Yeah, so if you die in one game, you just get up and go sit at
You
another
get up
chair,
and everybody,
circle chairs.
Everybody that died from the first game just jumps into it.
And after about 5 minutes, you're starting another game of Werewolf.
Yeah.
God, we still talk about it since we did it.
Yeah.
The second time we went.
Just
and
the betrayals.
Yeah, yeah. Don't trust your friends either, I
Yes.
guess, is the other thing you should do while you're playing Werewolf.
It's just a all-around fun thing to do
It's-
at night. When something to wind down because it's not too thinky. It's
Right.
not, super in your
Yep.
in your face or anything. It's you sit there and you deduct who's a werewolf and who's a villager.
Werewolf is the essential con game, I would say.
Yes, yes.
That and Two Rooms and a Boom, but I'm not as big on Two Rooms and a Boom.
Two
'cause
Rooms
it's-
in a Boom has been getting more popular, but in those bigger groups, they like to add in all the extra characters, and it just gets...
It gets confusing, and people don't know what they're supposed to be doing.
Everybody
and
says they know what they're doing, but then people
Werewolf's
really
much
don't.
more straightforward. So
Yes.
I recommend trying Werewolf, especially if you've never tried it. It's quite an experience,
Oh, yeah.
especially if you get with some people that have played it a lot.
Oh, man, yeah.
So
It's crazy.
It's a lot of fun. All right, what's your number 6?
So my number 6 is go visit Card Holla,
Oh yeah.
or join in making Card Holla.
Mm-hmm.
Card Holla is this. People donate magic cards and just cards in general, and they make giant castles and dragons and bridges and houses out of cards. So if you know how to stack cards and are an amazing card, I don't even know what that would be called. Card artist,
Card artist, sure.
cartist.
Cardist.
Check out Card Holla, and then what is it? Saturday morning.
I think it's
The Saturday morning.
Saturday afternoon or Sunday early morning.
One of those days.
I don't know. We've never been there for
Yes,
it.
this would be something I wanted to always go to. Is everybody shows up and they all throw change, and all the change is then collected and donated to a charity. So you show up with pockets full of change, and you get to throw change at all that hard-built, giant monstrosities of buildings and stuff that people worked many, many hours on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But all the money that they throw
yeah.
goes to charity.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
But yeah, so visit Card Holla, watch people build, see the amazing, structures that they build, because it always just boggles my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I agree. That's a good one. I forgot about Card Holla.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're on our top 5.
What?
Number 5, right?
Uh-oh.
These are things you have to do now because we're
Have to
telling
do?
you
Okay.
have to do them, right?
Okay.
Come to the hall opening con kickoff Thursday at 10 a.m. They do the people that run Gen Con come out and talk for a little bit.
Mhm.
They do the first roll of Gen Con. They roll
Yes.
these giant sized dice, and it's just madness. I mean,
Just
that
the amount
is
of people.
a swarm of humans.
Yes.
And
If you're
it is-
uncomfortable with big crowds, I advise to.
There's an upper level
Yeah,
that you can
true.
go and watch from if you don't want to be down in it.
where a lot
recommend-
of photographers are up there.
Yeah, I like being down in it though.
Oh yeah.
And we're
it's
usually
awesome.
right in the front row, waiting
Mhm.
to get into the hall.
It's amazing.
It is so much. It's really neat to see,
Yes.
and
It's fun to be part of.
yeah,
Something that's an experience of being with 50,000 other
and when
people.
they open the doors to the exhibit hall, and there's all the exhibitors just waiting in there,
Yeah.
and photographers taking your pictures and stuff. They're Oh my! You can see the look
Yeah.
of fear on their face because they're looking down like 30,000 people on the other side of the door.
Yes, it's awesome.
And everyone's just running. Everyone's so excited for Gen Con to officially start. It's really cool to be in that moment and just experience it. So I don't recommend. Don't schedule events at that time.
Oh, yeah,
Try to
don't.
make it down to the hall opening just to watch or be a part of.
And that's their best chance to get games. Also,
It really is. If you
know,
want to get a game, you need to be there before 10 o'clock.
You know,
waiting
some
in
of
line.
these companies might only bring 500 games, and there's 50,000 people every day
Yeah.
coming into that event hall. Maybe not all 50,000 are looking for that one game, but they're only bringing 500 copies. It's probably a hot game.
Yeah.
So be one of the first people in line.
Yep.
Or be one of the people in the middle and just enjoy the flow of people around you.
Yeah, it's intense for sure.
So my number 5 is watch the cosplay parade.
Oh, okay.
And dress up and be part of the cosplay parade.
There you go.
We watched the cosplay parade last year. It was pretty awesome. It's a little bit chaotic because everybody kind of goes and watches it.
Yeah.
But yeah, go be part of that. You get to see people from every genre of games or not games, any anime. I don't even know. Like everything of everything falls into cosplay nowadays. So
Yep.
Go check it out or dress up yourself. You don't have to be part of the parade. There's areas out front where you can just get your pictures taken with people. But go check it out. People put a lot of work and time into that stuff, and some of it is really, really amazing.
I agree. Yeah.
So that's my number 5.
Okay. All right, on to our number 4s. Fours. The 4s be with you.
Yes.
My number 4 is playing a tournament.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We did that for the first time last year.
Yep.
It was the game Coconuts, which is where you have the monkeys and you're shooting poop.
I did Ticket to Ride. We did Ticket to Ride one year.
Oh, we did on accident.
Yes.
We wanted to learn how to play the game, and we accidentally signed up for a tournament. We didn't do well. But, yeah, no, I actually ended up going to the finals, getting into the finals of the Coconuts tournament
Yes.
last year. But we already had another event planned because we didn't leave time for ourselves.
Yeah, we didn't plan according to
Yeah.
events. So, like, if you are joining or trying to become a world champion, there's multiple times for those events. Plan to play in all of them, and then plan to play in the finals also.
Right, yeah, you don't know. You might not think you're very good at the game, but, I mean, it just happens. You never know who you're going to go against.
Yeah.
Like,
could be a bad roll, or
yeah, if someone's just having a bad day, or
Yeah.
So give it a shot. I mean, it's fun, anyways, just to do it. And if you enjoy the game,
like the one year we had the rock paper scissors
that's
lizard
right.
Spock, and I made it to like the 5th tier up into the event.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
that was But they gave everyone that played a T-shirt.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
pretty
the
cool.
further you got, the further tier up you got, the more stuff you got. I still have my license plate.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So
Yeah, totally. Play in the tournament.
yes.
So.
My number 4 is what everybody hears about every single time when they go to Gen Con. Do True Dungeon.
Okay.
Do True Dungeon. I'd advise do it with people that you know. I did it last year for the first time, and we did it. I did it with a mixture of people we knew and a mixture of people we didn't know, and it wasn't as enjoyable as I thought it would have been because I didn't feel like I could be myself around those people. Like I felt like
Oh, yeah.
those people were kind of judging, whereas if I was with my friends, I would feel like I would be more myself. You do a little bit of cosplaying. It was interesting.
Now, it is expensive.
Yes, it is very
So if
expensive.
you're going to Gen Con on a budget, True Dungeon is not for you.
And it takes up a chunk of your time.
What, about 2-3 hours?
Yes.
And it's $60
Yes.
for one session.
For one session. But it was,
So-
I enjoyed it. It was an experience that I would say needs to be had by everybody that goes to Gen Con. It's kind of, like a role-playing board game that you're a part of, kind of. And it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
There's one thing I have yet to do at Gen Con, so...
I'm not a big Dungeons and Dragons person, but I felt like it kind of almost fell into that same realm as like kind of you fall into a character role, and then you go play, and some people get quizzed on their characters. Some people have to memorize some stuff. Other times you're just like, well, I'm the attacker of the group, or I'm the paladin. I'm just gonna heal people and stay back. But there's certain villains in the game that might focus your attacker or your defender. So it's neat, and you got to think, and there's puzzles inside and stuff. So it was kind of neat.
Oh, that's cool.
And the quicker your group goes through it, the further you go on. If you're too slow, you kind of don't make it to the end. But we made it to the end through ours. It was fun. And then at the end, you get to pull out some True Dungeon pogs. That's what I call them, discs, whatever.
Pogs. They are. They look like pogs. Yeah.
But it was not. It was neat because you put them into like things and you do stuff with them during the event. So they do make a difference.
Sweet.
But it was enjoyable. I think I would enjoy it more if I would have stuck with my core group instead of half of us doing something and half doing others. But half our group was on a budget last year and the other half wasn't. So
yeah.
Makes a difference.
That does. Yep. Okay, on to our number 3s. This is crossover, you already said this, but check out the costume parade on Saturday.
Yes.
It was really cool watching it last year. Everyone that was in it was having a good time.
Yep.
And along the same lines, find a cosplayer and take a picture with the cosplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just take pictures of the cosplayers, though, unless you ask them first. Just don't be creepy, I guess, right?
Yes.
But normally they will pose, even if they're as long as they're not running like in a hurry. But
yeah,
I never had a cosplayer tell me no yet that they didn't want to take a picture yet.
Or even when we dressed up in cosplay, people have stopped us in the hall when we're going to get games, and it's one of those things where awesome, you recognize who we are. Yeah, of course we're gonna stop.
Yeah, it feels cool just people like, oh my gosh, you're dressed up like whoever.
Yeah,
and
oh
yeah, I am.
Yeah, so if you recognize somebody and you're like, oh my god, that's awesome,
they're probably gonna love it if you just tell them, don't be afraid of me. They're just people. I mean, whatever. They love the compliments, especially. There's a lot of cool costumes that people spend a ton of time on.
Yes.
So
sure.
I mean, it's really neat, and that's one of my favorite parts because it makes Gen Con more than just about board games. That kind of brings it to the next level, I think.
For sure.
Because there's not a lot of comics or anything there, so that kind of just there's nothing else to take it away from board games than
it's
the cosplay.
It's board games. There's
an RPG. I mean, tabletop gaming more, right? But yeah, that kind of brings it away from it, makes it bigger in my eyes. But
you see people dressed up as like video game characters and just comic book characters, movie characters.
Anime's big.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, the costume contest. You could even go check that out.
Yep.
We did that one year where people walk across the stage.
That's Saturday, I think, but before the costume parade, I think they do that. So, yeah, check out
that was pretty cool also.
Then there's tickets for that, like event tickets you can get. Yep.
Obviously, once again, get there early because it is just flat seating. So if you get stuck, 30 rows back and you're trying to see these,
you're going to have a bad time.
Awesome costumes, it's kind of like, I don't really get to see any of this. I kind of vaguely see a green person. That might be Luigi or might be
the Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin. Who knows?
Yeah. All right, what's your number 3?
So my number 3 is try something new.
Okay.
So try something that you haven't done. Try a game you've never heard of, or a company you've never heard of, or like I did True Dungeon last year. I would have something outside my realm. Like I don't really do that sort of stuff. So try something new. We're doing painting this year. It's something we've never done before.
Yeah, not miniature painting, like actually painting a canvas.
Yeah. So
which none of us have done before.
So try something new. I would love to go do there's so many things. I want to do painting of miniatures one year, which I haven't done. So.
We tried this year, but they filled up too fast. Yeah. So.
But yeah, try something new. Go outside your comfort zone, maybe even, and maybe you might enjoy it. If you don't, then you don't. At least you tried.
Exactly.
But that's my number 3. Try something new. Okay.
All right, down to our number 2s.
Dun dun dun.
So, my number 1 and 2, I've kind of been
Flip-flop.
Yeah, flip and flopping back on which one I want to actually make my number one. But I think I'm going to flip it one last time here and say my number 2 is play games with people and make some friends.
There you go.
Literally everyone is there to play games.
Mm-hmm.
We've sat down at tables before, wrote on a piece of paper,
looking for others,
and people just walked up and, oh, you guys playing a game?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, can I join? Yeah, that's what we needed. Then we end up with like 8 people.
The first year that Cards Against Humanity came out.
Oh my word, we took it everywhere.
And we bust out and just get droves of people. Like, we had a group at one point where we split into like 2 groups of 20. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, everyone's there to play games and have fun. Mm-hmm. Everyone's probably just as nervous to talk to other people as you are.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid. Just if someone's walking by or even like looking at your table interested at what you're doing, be like, you want to sit down and join us?
Yeah.
Unless you're like 3 hours into a 6-hour game, obviously.
Obviously, if you have room.
Yeah, but if you're just setting up,
yeah,
why not? We met some people last year that were actually going to hang out and play games with this year. Yeah, because it was pretty neat. So, you're just making memories and meet new people. So, yeah. What's your number 2, Josh?
My number 2 is events.
Okay.
Just events in general. There's, probably like 10,000 events? I don't even know.
I think it's somewhere 14, 15, 16,000, something like that, yeah.
You know, look through the events. Join an event. Go do something. Like I said, it kind of falls with that. Do something new. Go do events.
That was me. There's a snake under us.
Yes, that was weird. But yeah, go do events. There's a bunch of them. Do something you're comfortable with, like the big games, or do something that you're not comfortable with.
Like an RPG.
Like an RPG, or, Pathfinder, or painting. Like, just go do events. Go do. There's a billion events. And
chainmail weaving.
Yes, you could do sword making or shield making. If you have kids, they do foam shields and foam swords.
That's cool too. You can go fight with them too. In the hall,
there's there's so much to do, and like the hall's only open till
6.
So you have from 6 until
whenever you fall asleep.
Whenever you go to sleep, so 6 to 10, 11, 12, whatever, or 9 or 8, whatever. Obviously, you fit dinner in there and whatnot, but still, that gives you so much time that you can fit events in. Go do an event. Go have fun.
Yeah.
Meet new people. Talk to people.
Yeah, totally. All right.
I don't even need this.
You don't need this?
Don't need it for my number 1.
My number 1. I'll put mine away too. This is the most important thing I think you can do while you're at Gen Con. Get your nerd on.
Oh.
There is no reason not to be as nerdy as you want.
Yes.
I literally bought Pokemon badges, the original 8, like the gym badges, to
Yeah.
put on my book bag
That's
to
awesome.
wear to Gen Con because I almost bought the Ash hat and I was like, no, I don't really wear hats, so it'd be a waste of money. I guess I could have just put it on my book bag, but that's an expensive accessory just to put on a book bag for no reason. But yeah, no, just so many people will come up and be like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" Or "Wow, that I had a phone case last year with the original Nintendo controller, and multiple people were like, "Dude, that's so cool!" Just because I was like recording and stuff at the time.
Or like we were dressed up one year.
Yeah, we dressed up as Shaun and Ed from Shaun of the Dead,
and people were like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome! Let me get your picture."
Like everyone there is nerdy.
Yes.
In one way or another, Firefly nerds, anime nerds, like any kind of nerd you could think of.
Train nerd, whatever.
You could probably dress up as a caboose and someone would be like, "Oh my gosh,
yes,
that's so awesome." So yeah, don't be afraid to get your nerd on. I know we were kind of hesitant the first couple years, but in years past, we're like, forget it, whatever.
And then we started dressing up. I did 2 costumes. I did Luke Skywalker, and then we did I shaved in between. One of the days so I could do different costumes.
I forgot about that. You had multiple costumes. I only did the one.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And don't be afraid to go up to someone if they are doing or even just wearing a cool shirt you like and let them know that, hey, that's awesome. Sweet.
Yeah. Or something you follow that you see that they have on. Be like, oh, awesome, man. I follow blah, blah, blah also.
Or podcasts or YouTubers, because that's another way that people are nerdy nowadays. Like, you wear a ton of Philly D shirts.
Yes, I do. And people know, well, awesome, you're a Philly D fan also? Yes, I'm part of the nation.
Yeah, that's just another community that you're a part of, right?
Yeah,
so,
or even Pokemon Go. Like you were talking about Poke Patches. Pokemon Go in a big city is...
amazing. Wednesday night, look for us. We'll be playing. We'll be doing every raid possible because... we're in like a rural area where there's not a lot of people raiding. So when we get to the big
Yes.
city for Gen Con, it's like yes,
I'm like, hey guys, there's 5 of them. Let's go.
let's do them all right now. So yeah, we'll be out there playing Pokemon Go on Wednesday. If
Yes.
you are looking for someone to play Pokemon Go with,
For sure.
let us know in the comments. I guess.
Yes. Give me your friend codes.
Give us your friend codes. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'll send you gifts from Michigan.
Yes. So my number 1 is the event hall.
Okay.
Just the
exhibit hall.
Or no, the exhibit hall.
Okay, the exhibit hall.
Yes, the exhibit
Do
hall.
the exhibit hall.
Do the exhibit hall. It is massive.
Yeah.
It like if you think you've seen a large store with a bunch of things for sale, you don't even know.
No.
It's
literally there's no way to make it through it in the weekend.
It is. There's no way unless you walk through it and go, yep. Saw it. That's the only way you're going to see everything because there's.
We walked through it every single day last year, and on Sunday still we were finding
we were
what?
We were
you
4 rows in.
Oh, didn't you see those pillows that were shaped like meeples? I was like, what?
Yes.
And you'd be like, yeah, I bought some.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Where did you put them?
You're like, how did you put? Yeah. I didn't even see those, and we walk by this booth 5 times every day we come in.
Yeah, there's so much, and the booths just aren't like tables either. They have like walls of stuff behind them, and
and there's last year they had the Throne of Games.
Oh yeah,
and you get to
cool.
you get to sit on the Throne of Games, and
Yep.
just awesome stuff. It's Artist Alley's there, just yeah, it's just amazing. It's a lot to take in, a lot to see. There's these companies bring out all the stops. They bring out, giant versions of their characters.
For Pandemic Legacy Season 2 last year, they actually had a quarantine tent set up to test it in.
It was just awesome.
So absurd, but it really was it makes something memorable.
Yeah,
right?
it pushes that atmosphere over the edge. Like these companies dump money into this and put their time into it.
Yeah, and it's not cheap for them to be there, so they want people at their booths.
Yeah.
Saying all that, there is a lot going on, and if you get overwhelmed easily, try to pick just a few things and just get to those. Like
I was saying, if you've got a certain designer you want to see, or a certain game, maybe the designer is there, just kind of pick out that one or those 2s and go to it. Like last year there was the guy that was doing, why am I drawing a blank right now? It's a game we used to play on Nintendo, and it's a comic book, and I love the comic book, but I'm drawing a blank.
We used to play on Nintendo. You mean
Well,
Scott
Nintendo.
Pilgrim?
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim on Nintendo. On PlayStation, sorry.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, he was designing a new game, and he was there, and he was signing everybody's game copies and the game mat, and that was just awesome. Awesome to see and awesome to be part of. Because if you're not part of the industry, it's a good way to meet people and get into it. Or go meet the people from the Dice Tower, or your favorite podcast, or your favorite game show. Or
they're just normal people, really.
Don't be afraid to, if you see them walking through, and be like, "Hey, I watch you," or can I talk to you for a minute, or pick your brain, or whatever. Or they have busy schedules too, but just stop and say hi. They appreciate it. They appreciate that you're a follower. So yeah, same thing with game companies. I'm sure they appreciate. We always stop by Green Couch Games every year and say hi to them because we know them.
Yeah, they're local, publisher, yeah.
So, yeah.
It's always nice seeing them every year. But.
So, go into that hall and be prepared to spend money.
Right. Lots of money.
Too much money.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's our top 10 things.
Yes. Top 10. What are your top 10 things to do
at Gen Con? Put them in the comments.
Yes.
If there's or even just one. If you have one thing that you always want to do or always do when you're there.
Yes.
If this is your first year going and you found something that we didn't cover, let us know. Maybe it's something we've never heard of and we need to do.
Yes, for sure. Let us know what we're missing out, because it spans over multiple hotels, and it's a lot. It's a lot to take in for your first few years. Even 5 years in, I'm like,
we're still
like, man, this is so much bigger than what you expect it to be. Like last year we went to one of the live podcasts.
Yep.
And that was crazy.
Yep.
Just
it was.
Tens of thousands of people in a place that should have held tens of thousands of people.
I think it was just hundreds, but sure. Yeah.
It felt like tens of thousands of people.
So.
But yeah, go do. Just Get your nerd on. That was a good one.
Thank you. Yeah.
Man.
Thank you. And come back soon because we're going to have our top 10 games
Yes, most
that we're looking
anticipated
forward
games.
to at Gen Con.
Yes,
So
what's next?
that's where we're going to go drop all of our monies.
Yeah.
So.
Legit. Which will change because they push out stuff the day before.
Yeah. Or the morning of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah. Until next time.
Yes.
Don't forget to share, like, subscribe.
I'm Josh.
He's Josh.
I don't know. I picked up a pen and went to there.
He's Josh. I'm Joe. I don't know why I have this pen either.
And we're down the vent.
Yes. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.